How to become more confident. How do you do it? Well, I can only share with you how I did it, and then hopefully you can take some lessons from that. So I never used to always be confident, and I never used to always believe in myself. The reason that I'm sitting before you now and making this video about confidence is because I've accomplished some of the things that I'm going to share with you in this video. So first things first is to commit to your commitments, right? So when I was not confident in myself, I would not commit to my commitments. Like I would say something, but I wouldn't back it up. And so for example, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym today. And then I wouldn't go. Like for example, this morning is a testament to how far I've come, because it started raining really hard this morning and I was meant to go to jiu-jitsu practice. And the old me would have just stayed in bed. Be like, it's fucking raining. Fuck yeah, I'll just go tomorrow. But when I used to do that in my life, I would commit to something and then something would come up and then all of a sudden, it's not that important. What that does to the psyche is you lose confidence in yourself, just a little bit. Each time you don't commit to your commitments or you try to negotiate with yourself, it's like if you're overweight and you know you shouldn't be eating the cake every day, but every time you do it, you're just like, I'll just eat a cake this time. Every time you do that, you're losing trust in yourself, little by little by little. And that's what happens. And that's how you end up having no confidence in yourself, because you can't even trust yourself to do the thing, let alone other people. Other people can't trust you because you don't trust yourself. And that was my experience, right? And so I was like, fuck, I really got to turn this around. And so I started committing to whatever I said I was going to do. And one of my favorite movies is Scarface, because in that movie, there's a scene and he's like, you know what, Frank? All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for nobody. That's literally, I believe that so much. Like, all we have in this world is our word and our genitals and our balls. That's it. Like, literally. So that's why it triggers me so much when men tell me they're going to do something and they don't do it. Like, in my mind, that's not a real man. And I used to be that guy. So that's why I place so much importance on it, because I'm like, if you tell me you're going to be there, be there. You know what I mean? Like, if you say you're going to do something, do it. And that's the level, that's the standard I have for myself, right? If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Like yesterday, for example, my jiu-jitsu coach, he was like, I'll see you in the morning, right? And I was like, yeah, I'll see you in the morning. I woke up in the morning and it's pissing down with rain. My mind's telling me, stay in bed. Stay in bed. Like, you don't need to go to jiu-jitsu. Like, you can just tell him that it was raining and make him an excuse. Yeah, I could do that. But do you know what that does to my confidence in myself? Decreases it massively. And also burns my bridge with the trust I have with my relationships, with my coach. Because now he's like, I can't rely on this guy, right? So it's not just about what it does to me, it's about what it does to other people. So how to be more confident, how I cultivate that is by just doing what I say I'm going to do. And the amount of confidence just from that little tip, if you start doing that in your life, he knows if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there because I fucking commit to it, right? Like, if I'm not going to make it, I'll tell him ahead of time. Stuff like that, like little things, because this is how you build trust in yourself. This is how I built trust in myself. It's just starting to do the things that I'm going to do, right? Like, if I tell someone, like just before this video, I said, hey, I'm going to make a video now. And I'm making a video. Like, I'm trusting myself. Like, I'm building that trust, that confidence in myself to do the things I say I'm going to do. So that's one of the biggest tips I can share with you. And another one is just to do the things that you want to do, right? So doing the things that you want to do is actually going to build confidence within yourself. So for me, one of the things I love to do is talk on camera, make content, right? That's one of the things. And stand-up comedy, like, I do it when I want, and that's something that I like to do. It's a hobby, right? It gives me confidence. It's the nature of it as well. It's just like, if you like to perform and present, then stand-up comedy is just the next step. It's like, that's the holy grail of that. It's like, I don't think there's anything that comes close to developing yourself as much as stand-up comedy can develop you in terms of public speaking, confidence, humor. Like, it's unbelievable. Acting, it's amazing. And so I'm taking that confidence and putting it onto camera. So doing the things that you want to do increases your confidence as well. And what else increases your confidence? Just being proud of yourself as a result of committing to the things you're going to say, you're going to committing to the things you say you're going to do and doing the things you want to do. And some people would argue that doing hard things increases confidence in yourself. But you know what? I wouldn't say wasted, but I've spent a lot of time trying to improve on my weaknesses. So for example, closing on the phone, right? Like enrolling someone into my program via a phone call. That was something that I was shit scared to do for so long. We used to do product launches and we used to sell the customer leads to these floors that would pay us, I don't know, paid us like $50 a lead. And they would call the leads and sell them like $10,000 coaching or something, right? And I know that we were losing lots of money on that, even though we made money, but they were making way more than us, right? And I didn't want to be on the phone because I was scared of being on the phone because I didn't know how to do it. So later on, I paid like a few $1,000s, actually a lot of money, to learn how to enroll people into my program, my coaching program on the phone. And you can actually go in the link in the description. You can see the program now I have is just a standalone program for weight loss, for health. You can get that in the description if you want, but I digress. So the reason why I increased my confidence was because I started improving a weakness. That weakness, it's not a strength, but it is okay. Like I'm okay at that. I wouldn't say I'm the best at enrolling people on the phone, but I'm okay. Like I can do it. I've closed multiple thousands of dollars on the phone for myself. So that increases my confidence, right? So getting good at something that you're not good at, that's also going to really increase your confidence. And outside of that, man, it's just practicing, like being consistent with it, you know, being consistent with committing to your commitments and also, you know, doing the things you want to do and also working on your weaknesses. But I would advocate right now, as I'm recording this video, to just double down on your strengths. There's so many things that I'm not good at that I don't have confidence in that I'm not worrying about. Because there's other people, there's a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And Robert Kiyosaki said, the world is filled of talented poor people. And that's it's so harsh, but it's true. Like the world is filled with talented poor people, right? So what does he mean by that? It means that for anything that you don't have zone of genius in, that's not your one thing, that's not your core competence, your core strength. There's other people that's what they love to do and it's their strength. Like video editing. I would rather not edit videos, right? But there's people that I can pay that can edit videos. So this is what I'm saying. Like you don't have to have confidence in everything, just the things that you know for sure. There's a book by Oprah Winfrey. It's called What I Know for Sure. And that's what it is. Confidence is that. It's like what you know for sure, right? Like I know for sure that if I tell someone I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, right? And that gives me confidence. I know my ability in certain things. That gives me confidence, right? So take this video, apply these tips, and increase your confidence, boy or girl. I'll see you in the next video. Links in the description for all the good stuff. Bye for now.